I can't say thanks enough to my mom and my dad. If it wasn't for them, I couldn't do none of this. I got to say thanks to my grandpa. He's here, and my crew, my brother-in-law, Brian, my cousin, Kendall, my brother back home. And I got to thank all the girls for putting up with everything they do, my fiance, Ashlyn, and my mom, and then my beautiful baby girl. And I got to give a shout-out to Carson Tucker. She's back home. But, all in all, good night. Good night for Longhorns. I like to thank RE Suspension and Greensboro Auto Auction for sure. They're a big part of our racing program here this year.
A good run for you. You, again, racing this year, just having fun, getting ready for big money September, $140,000. What did you think of Beckley tonight? I mean, this car looks like a Halloween car, but it looked like you were trying to make your car become a candy cane the way you were backing off the red and white paint up on the top shelf.
Yeah, we came up here earlier this year with the supercar, and we done the same thing, same groove. I actually left some stripes here when I left. But, like I said, I've always liked driving the high side, and once I can get my momentum built up and start hitting my marks, we're pretty good up there. And like I said in the interview on Facebook Live earlier, that, we've got a pretty good setup for the high side, and that fits my driving style. So we're looking forward to September, and maybe, just maybe, VMS will actually have a high side.
And another quick statistic, for 2 years in a row, you have been the runner-up to the Fast Track Triple Crown. I just thought that up in my head. What do you got to say to Matthew Nansen and the great battle he had with you for the clock?
That's awesome. I couldn't have asked for anybody else to win it that I could be any happier for. And hats off to that whole crowd. They deserve it. They worked their tails off. And me and Matthew, we trade information back and forth. So if I couldn't win it, I'm glad to see him do it. So.
Congratulations, bud.
Thank you, Wesley.
Big money September, ladies and gentlemen. The Ninja Benji Hicks winning here tonight. Round one of the East Coast Rumble. We are going to talk to Matthew Nansen just a moment. We'll talk to Matthew Nansen just a moment. But we're going to have an interview with the driver of Car 00 out of Gastonia, North Carolina. I call him the new kid, Carson Ferguson. How about it, Beckley? Give this kid a round of applause. What an awesome show he put on. Man, third place with a top 5, here a top 3. I'm going to be talking to you in Swift Springs Victory Lane before it's over with.
Yeah, I sure hope so. I kind of messed up in qualifying and put us starting 4th in the heat race, and then on the start of the heat race, I hit the wall going into 1 and had to start 18th for the feature. So I didn't think we were going to be able to come back up, but the car was really dialed in, and I couldn't really run the top in 1 and 2 like I needed to, but I could really move anywhere in 3 and 4, so that really helped a lot.
A good, strong car. One thing I did notice that we're talking about, me and Kevin were calling the race, was that you started on the bottom. At the last 10 laps or so, you started driving the top of the racetrack. Was you watching the line that Hicks was making, and you realized that maybe that could allow you to try to get by Nance in the late rally?
Yeah, I saw him up on the wall in both turns, and I tried that in 1 and 2, but it really didn't go anywhere. So I was just trying to slide up to the berm there up off 2 because that was the only way I could get a good run up off. And like I said, I could really run anywhere in 3 and 4, and it was good. So I just got to thank our good sponsors, Hoopah Grading, the Racing Warehouse, PFC, my dad, Cameron, Ethan, and the good Lord for keeping everybody safe.
A very, very good race and a good, strong run for you, bud. 3rd place.
Thank you.
We're going to see you at Tyler County tomorrow night?
Yes, sir.
Having fun. Ladies and gentlemen, the new kid, 00 out of Gastonia, North Carolina. Give it up to Carson Ferguson. And ladies and gentlemen, he will now be crowned in royalty of the Fast Track Nation. He will become, at this time, the 13th Triple Crown champion. Only one driver has been able to do it twice, and that was Lightning Lee Cooper in car number 57 out of Woodruff, South Carolina. Ladies and gentlemen, he is also the current points leader of the Fast Track Racing Series powered by Chevrolet Tour. He wins this points battle by mere points over the winner tonight, Benji Hicks. Ladies and gentlemen, all hail in Beckley, West Virginia, car number 4, the Ronda Rocket King, Matthew Nance. All hail, Matthew. Benji got the win. I was counting the points in my head. I know you probably were too. Hey, you got that big mamma jamma coming back to Rhonda, North Carolina. You are the Triple Crown champion. You've been waiting for this darn thing since Memorial Day back in May.
Yeah, it's took a long time to run this race. It seems like it's got canceled a couple different times, but glad to finally get it over with tonight. And we really wanted to get up top there and go for it and really push to chase a little bit of Brown for some grip for a win. But Dad kept he was spotting and he kept giving sticks to ride the bottom. Just afraid we'd get a flat up there in those rocks. And I think Mom would have rather had that clock than she would have win anyhow, so we just rode around the bottom and didn't make no mistakes.
Definitely. We got some people that we want to have come in here. Mr. DJ Irvine, General Manager of Fast Track Companies International. Mr. Robert Mooney, Ed Horton of Beckley Motorsports Park. If you guys want to come in here and say a couple of words to our Triple Crown champion. And Randy Kinder of NRV Furniture Incorporated, if he wants to come in here. We're going to let these guys say some words. DJ, we'll let you go first. Our 13th Triple Crown champion, Matthew Nance.
That's right. Congratulations, Matthew. I'm glad that you've supported us all year long and strong for the whole time I've been here for Fast Track. Really happy to see you win Triple Crown this year and get to take home. I think your mom's going to take that grandfather clock, but really appreciate you supporting us and just holding true, staying consistent this year and doing what it takes to win a championship.
Yep, we like supporting. We've been to every race they've had this year, and we're going to try to finish it out as long as nothing comes up.
And, of course, also the man with NRV Furniture Incorporated and Bassett Furniture, Howard Miller, grandfather clock, the man that made it happen. Race fans, give him a round of applause, Mr. Randy Kinder. Randy, we were supposed to get this thing on Memorial Day. Yep. 4 months later, to close out the summer, you finally award a grandfather clock to Matthew Nance. And how fitting is it to give it to the man that's leading the Southeast points and the great battle between him and Hicks?
Oh, it's fantastic. And both these guys are just so talented. The young guys that come out here, and we need these young guys in this sport. Us old guys, our time's coming due. We're going to pass the scepter and look at him go. So congratulations to Matthew and Benji. Man, what a great race.
All right. Thank you, Randy Kinder. Robert Mooney, what words would you like to say to our Triple Crown champion and having it here at Beckley?
Dude, that's awesome right there. Big crown on that head right here at Beckley. Man, for all you fans, brought it for y'all. Thank every one of you. Man, yeah. That's what I was saying. Waited out this weather. Been a heck of a day, heck of a evening, heck of a week. Man, thank all the crew, and thank you, brother. Awesome announcing right here at Beckley and coming in this morning doing the interview, just helping out is just tremendous. Yeah, and thank Randy especially, man. Grandfather clock, first time ever right here at Beckley again. I mean, we're bringing it to y'all, You got to love it. We love it. Appreciate every one of you. Man, just thank everybody.
That's, of course, the owner of Beckley Motorsports Park, Robert Mooney, and the promoter, Ed Horton. What do you got to say to our Triple Crown champion on the front straightaway here at your home turf, Beckley Motorsports Park, Matthew Nance?
I appreciate you being here tonight and taking part in this, and you drove one heck of a race. You had everybody on the edge of their seat. I appreciate the job that you did. I appreciate Fast Track for bringing this race to us, giving us the opportunity to have this historic race tonight. Appreciate the fans, Randy Kinder for providing the clock. I can't say enough to everybody, and congratulations just doesn't seem like enough, but that's the only words I can come up with.
Final words, King Nance.
Yeah, we would like to thank Beckley Motorsports Park for putting this race on. We always like going to a track like this, small bull ring with a lot of character. I'd like to thank Randy with NRV Furniture for that clock. And we got some great sponsors on board. I'd like to thank Kenny Barnes, Diversified Finishers. He's our main sponsor that helps us quite a bit. Shepherd's Home Improvement helps us quite a bit. Mom and Dad helps us quite a bit. And Jimmy Dirt Wrap. I don't know who else we got on here. I'm probably missing several of them. Yakin Valley Heating and Air, Durham's Engine Service. But everybody that's helped us out so far.
I think the new nickname, King Ronda Rocket, has to come to fruition after tonight.
Whatever you want it to be will work.
Benji Hicks, hey, did you see that? Benji Hicks was doing all hail to you, so that he's got respect for you also. Talk about the battle with you and Hicks for the championship.
Yeah, we knew it was going to be close, and I think I'd have been fine if he would have won it, and he would have been fine if I would have won it. We're pretty good friends through the week, and we got the same race cars, pretty close to the same, and I know he probably does stuff a little different, and I do stuff a little different when we get to the racetrack because we can't run the same thing racing against each other.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it took almost 4 months to decide the Fast Track Triple Crown of 2018. Race 1 went to Ross Spells Memorial Day weekend at 311. Then we took 2.5 months off fighting the weather elements to finally do a race in July at With Raceway 1 by Dylan Brown. And then tonight, to kick off the East Coast Rumble, we wrap up the Triple Crown and a great battle between the two drivers fighting for that brand new grandfather clock. Benji Hicks wins the race. Matthew Nance wins the war. He is your Triple Crown champion of 2018. Late night at Beckley. We'll pack it up and we'll get ready for Tyler County Speedway tomorrow night in round 2 of the East Coast Rumble. For everybody at Fast Track Companies International, I'm Wesley Outland. Fans, give yourselves a round of applause. Give a round of applause to Benji Hicks. Give a round of applause to the King Ronda Rocket, Matthew Nance in 4. Kevin Angle, we'll throw it back up to you, bud. We still got racing to take care of still. Hey, Amanda, we're still on. We're off PA, but we're on our Fast Track coverage. What do you got to say as BMS Fast Track and the sister to King Ronda Rocket, your brother Matthew Nance?
That was an exciting race that we just had. I was excited for Benji to be able to get something out of it, too, and be able to get his win. But I was on pins and needles there. We got about halfway through for Matthew, and he's raced with Fast Track for about 4 years now, I believe, and he's worked hard, and he deserves it. So
there you go, brother and sister, brotherly and sister love there between Amanda and Matthew Nance there. So that's going to wrap it up, folks. We'll get ready for Tyler County. It's a late night. We're going to try to write a really, really quick press release and post the results, and then we're going to get out of here. Good night, everybody, from Beckley, West Virginia. Congratulations, buddy. I'm so glad you got that clock.
yeah, our suit, the clock. It's on the truck.
Where's the clock at?
The way it's sitting is the way it has to sit in the vehicle. Well, they'll just have to bring the truck.
I really wanted to see the real thing.
I
did. I wanted to see the real clock out here.
Elevated.
Oh, there it is. There's the real clock. Like a truck. Yeah.
You didn't think it was a real clock?
No, I just saw the paper. I was like, where's the real clock at? Because they were saying they were going to put it on the front straightaway. So. Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Happy for you, Brian.
Thank
Yes, sir.
you.
Definitely. No. Jimmy.
How you like Aaron's car now?
Do I now?
How you like Aaron's car?
Aaron's car?
Yeah.
Aaron Barley's car? Listen, I like the modified. Looks good.
We got that one at the garage.
Yeah, it looks really good. It's a sharp-looking car.